Hello everyone, I am Dr. Amit Kumar, Faculty of Management Sciences Department from Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on values and ethical behavior. Values are defined in organizational behavior as the collective conceptions of what is considered good, desirable and proper or bad, undesirable and improper in a culture. Some common business values are fairness, innovation, and community involvement. According to Haralambos, a value is a belief that something is good and desirable. According to R.K. Mukherjee, values are socially approved desires and goals that are internalized through the process of conditioning, learning, or socialization, and that become subjective preferences, standards, and aspirations. According to Zaleznik and David, values are the ideas in the mind of men compared to norms in that they specify how people should behave. Values also attach degrees of goodness to activities and relationships. Generally, value has been taken to mean moral ideas, general conceptions or orientations towards the world or something simply interests, attitudes, preferences, needs, sentiments and dispositions. But sociologists use this term in a more precise sense to mean the generalized end which has the connotations of rightness, goodness or inherent desirability. It is important and lasting beliefs or ideas shared by the members of a culture about what is good or bad and desirable or undesirable. The characteristics of value are as follows. These are extremely practical and valuation requires not just techniques but also an understanding of the strategic context. These can provide standards of competencies and morality. These can go beyond specific situations or persons. Personal values can be influenced by culture, tradition, and a combination of internal and external factors. These are relatively permanent. These are more central to the core of a person. Most of the core values are learned early in life from family, friends, neighborhood, school, the mass, print, visual media and other sources within the society. Values are loaded with effective thoughts about ideas, objects, behaviors, etc. They contain a judgmental element in that they can carry an individual's ideas as to what is right, good or desirable. Values can differ from culture to culture and even person to person. Values play a significant role in the integration and fulfillment of men's basic impulses and desire stability and consistency appropriate for his living. They are generic experiences in social action made up of both individual and social responses and attitudes. They build up societies, integrate social relations. They mold the ideal dimensions of personality and depth of culture. They influence people's behavior and serve as criteria for evaluating the actions of others. They have a great role to play in the conduct of social life. They help in creating norms to guide day-to-day behavior. The values of culture may change, but most remain stable during one person's lifetime. Socially shared, intensely felt values are a fundamental part of our lives. These values become part of our personalities. They are shared and reinforced by those with whom we interact. Since values often strongly influence both attitude and behavior, they serve as a kind of personal compass for employee conduct in the workplace. These help to determine whether an employee is passionate about work and the workplace, which in turn can lead to above average returns, high employee satisfaction, a strong team dynamics and synergy. Our value guide our ethical behaviors. An ethical behavior is the application of moral principles in a given situation. It means to behave according to the moral standards set by the society which we live in. So, how does ethical behavior mean? Ethical behaviors can be identified in both individual relationship and work relationship. The concept can also be applied to corporations as entities. It evaluates the moral implications of actions being taken on each of the previously mentioned contexts. An ethical behavior is essential for a society to function properly. Individuals that behave unethically will normally lose other people's confidence, and their unethical behavior should also be punished by the law. On the other hand, ethical behaviors can also be evidenced in work relationship. Co-workers should maintain an ethical standard between each other to ensure a healthy work environment. This behavior is evidenced by certain values and principles maintained within the relationships, such as integrity, transparency, honesty, or fairness. These are ethical standards that should be respected between the parties to maintain an ethical environment. Finally, business and corporations should also maintain an ethical behavior towards their client and stakeholders. Transparency with the stakeholders, punctuality when it comes to payments, and fair treatment towards their employees are desired ethical behaviors for companies. So I hope you must have understood the topic values and ethical behavior quite well. So please like, share and subscribe Tecnia TV. Thank you so much.